In this section, we're going to talk about your reports, and on this video in particular, we're going to look at your payment reports. So what that is showing you all of your sales and your current account balance, and the way to find it is simply by going to reports on the top tab there and then dropping down to your payments, which will take you to this page. And here it will show you your current summary and your current balance on your account, as well as when you're next likely to get paid by them if you're paid on a bi-weekly basis. You'll have things such as your open invoices, which will show you, like, if you are fulfilled by merchant, it will show you invoices that perhaps you need to upload and products that you need to ship. In the statement view, which is the most important tab to go onto, it will show you on this sort of billing cycle exactly how much you've sold, what your fees and expenses are, as well as refunds and your selling fees such as advertising. Now, we actually get paid out whenever we want, as long as it's not more than once a day. Some people, if they have newer accounts or they haven't sold as much, you can only ever get paid every 2 weeks. But because we have a very well used account which we've been running for years, we're trusted to get paid out every day, and all we have to do is click request transfer now. Now, we actually have a negative balance at the moment, which is not a problem because we only actually took a disbursement a day ago. So since that time, we've done £500 in sales. We've had £229 in Amazon fees, and as a result would have taken out £304 worth of sales, or that's what we would have been paid in our revenue. That's what would have been paid into our bank. You then have to take off refunds. I think we picked up a couple of refunds there to the sum of £27.21. However, what has put us in a negative balance is the cost of advertising, which is £601. Now, that advertising does not just run within this 1 day period. That runs from, we get charged every time we hit the £600 threshold, which is a common threshold for being charged advertising. So every time we accumulate £600 worth of ads, they will charge us. And if I was to click on that, it will give you a breakdown of it, and that will show us that we haven't got the option of looking at it, but if you go onto another report, it will show you when the advertising runs for, and that will be for probably the last few weeks that we've accumulated £600 in ads. So it's not to say that we've lost money here. We've actually made obviously a decent amount of money there. However, that advertising will just be billed every time you get to £600, so you just need to bear that in mind. It's not an issue for us because after a day or so we will be back above the £300 debit that we're in at the moment. We'll be back into a credit on our account, and then we will soon be getting paid out. So what you can see in the statement view is your orders, and then within the orders you can actually click on the amount that you're being paid out, and it will show you how much you're getting paid per product. So we sell our liquid grip for £11.95 currently. We're losing £4.75 in total Amazon fees, which leaves us with £7.20 per product. And that's how much we'll be hitting our bank for every single product that's sold. Now, you have to bear in mind things like advertising. So if you're advertising those products, you need to work that in. But as a very gross profit on those, you can say you're getting paid out £7.20. I know that product costs us about £2.40 roughly, sometimes a bit cheaper, so we're probably making about £3.80 per product. As I've said in previous videos, due to the coronavirus, we're currently clearing a lot of our stock and just giving our customers what they need at a time whilst they don't perhaps have the funds to pay for them. So we would usually sell this and make a lot more money, but you can just go through each different product. As you can see here, this is a more expensive weightlifting belt. We sell it for £23.95, and after things like your commission taken off by Amazon, the FBA fulfillment fee being taken off, and things like shipping chargebacks if they're paid for shipping, we end up with £16.71. So this is a good place to come and find out, how much you pay for this belt. If I was to pay £8 for this belt, then I know I'm making £8.71 back. Here is another good place to have a look at your refunds. If you're getting a high volume of refunds, you can go through here and you can identify how much you're losing on average or how much has been on that occasion, and you can actually identify which products or orders they are attributed to. Let's have a look at the other tabs. Transactional view, which is essentially what we've just done. It's going to show you a breakdown of each product. All statements. It's going to give us a bit of everything. It's going to show you everything over time. So that was our last. We usually try to get payout every day. So that's, I think, the 12th to the 14th was the last time we got paid out. Then we got paid out the 10th to the 12th, and so on, 8th to the 10th of April 2020. So we like to keep our money coming in regularly, so we have regular cash flow from this business. Date range reports. You can start to request and generate reports over a custom period of time. So if you want to report for your sales for every week or 2 weeks or once per month, you can get this statement view, but across a different sort of time frame. Advertising invoice history. So this is probably where, I'm not sure if it's going to show up, but you can probably find out there the £600 that we've been charged on ads there is a way usually on the advertising invoice history. It's not displaying at the moment. It will show you how long those adverts have run for and during which period you've been charged. So essentially, within reports, go to payments, and this is probably the most important area or most important report you can run to see how much you're earning, how much your expenses are, and what your fees really are. That's the best place to identify your profit margins. In the next video, we will have a look at the other reports.